Man, it's been some long years. I've kind of was expecting these moments to happen. Or this year in particular. I was kind of waiting for it big. I was expecting to have like a huge audience. I dreamed big. I was waiting for this moment, having probably like a huge audience. But I have, you know, I would say that my expectations were too high at this point. Not saying that this is a bad thing. I'm grateful to have fans. I admire having fans. It's a blessing. We got followers to be exact. Let's put it like that: fans and followers. It's a huge difference when in the music world, when you have people just following you and then you just stop you by. Fans are people who loves everything you do, who buys all your merch, and that's just a huge difference. Those are two different minutes. Followers they just follow you. Fans they just buy merch and all that stuff, and they stick around with you through the end of time or whatnot, or as long as they can. But anyway, this is a special video, so this video may turn out to be long, and yeah, and it's more of like an audio style. So it's my 10th anniversary, for those who are not aware. Not EU related, not Ethereal Universe related, nothing group related. No, this channel specifically, my personal channel, just myself only. It's been 10 years since I've been doing this, and we're now getting to this point where, oops, I almost dropped my. But now we're getting to this point where we have reached the milestone. I made it to 10 years, and my channel views dang near 1 million views. Wow, in total. I got almost 1 million channel views in total, and over 2,000 subscribers. All right, so enough of the explanation. Yeah, congratulations to me for I've been striving for this long. I've been going through some very tough times at the time of this video. I still am. It's very hard, but I'm still managed to get through as strong as I can. Now, how did this all begin? Let's see. So, literally, dang, there goes my phone again. So, literally, 10 years ago. Yeah, I was very young. I didn't have no computer. I didn't have really anything. Actually, let me take this back to 2008, because if I want to really go back in time, let's take it back to 12 years ago, because this is exactly how things begun. So literally, I started YouTube actually 12 years ago, not 10. Well, 10 for this channel. But yeah. So, okay, so 12 years ago, there was me just thinking of idea. It was this random summer afternoon. All right, hold on. We're gonna have to go back, because all these memories are just stacking on to me, and boy, it's to keep adding up and up. I wish I would have wrote this down, and I'm just going by what I just remember by, because I use my brain as a memory, and that's not a good idea. Okay, so technically, instead of 12, how about 14 years ago? So 2006, just a year after YouTube started. So 14 years ago is when I actually got into YouTube. So this actually started when in 2006, where I was going through, it was like the time where I was watching one of my favorite video game titles or franchise, Sonic the Hedgehog, at the time, and it was his 15th anniversary. However, before the whole Beyond Disaster game that I was about to display, I was teased with this fan animation. That was like one of my first YouTube videos I've ever watched in history. I still remember to this day, and it was on a warm summer afternoon. I was on a summer vacation from school, and yeah, I was using my computer. It was like all family users. So I was like on a computer for like probably a limited time, just browsing YouTube as a guest. I may have explained this in the earlier videos, probably like a few years back, but I'm going in deep detail here. So yeah, I was exploring through these videos, and yeah, I was using YouTube as a guest. Then really decided to start a YouTube channel 2 years later, which is 2008. And that's where things starts to look stupid. I'm talking about, I didn't know my niche. I didn't know which category to focus on. I was just uploading a bunch of random content. And I didn't know nothing about algorithms. I didn't know nothing about how the system works, or how pretty much YouTube works in general. I just bunch of crappy content, and didn't look very professional. Man, it looks beyond bad. The quality was bad. Everything, the audio quality sounded like it was drowning in underwater. Yeah, we're talking way back. This is when I had a Windows XP, boy. And it was beyond terrible. I mean, I don't think anybody would want to watch this. So I just sat there and I'm like, what? So I didn't really think about my content. I uploaded like 49 random videos about me just doing these looking at YouTube hoops. Oh my goodness. And I was watching people doing redubs. They was dubbing over their favorite shows or video games. I don't know why people find that entertaining. I guess people were just bored within those time frames. And then I was just watching some various logo history from PBS, Paramount, and I don't know what I was thinking at the time, but I was just that bored, and I couldn't really think of anything. I did have a creative mindset, but I just didn't know how to put it. Like, I wanted to start a YouTube, I just did not know which category to focus on. That is until 2 years later, which is 2010, now 10 years ago, and this is where the whole crap begins. So I lost access to my first channel, my very first channel, which was, I don't want to mention it, but yeah, it was my very first channel. I lost access to it. It's still cringy to this day. I was only like 12 years old. I still have that video, but I was only like 12 years old when I made it. And boy, I did not like that video. I mean, I just sound awful. I'm gonna just leave it alone. It's in the past. So luckily I lost access to it. I don't need it anymore. There's probably a new video I posted on there like literally 5 years ago, and I never returned. I said I was coming back, but I never came back, because I have a brand new channel, which is my secondary, now my primary channel. At the time, it was DJ Sick 12. I came up with the name DJ Sick out of nowhere because I just randomly gave myself that name back in 2009, and I'm just, teasing around with myself. I was just, teasing that around, like saying, what if I was a rapper? Or what would it sound like? And I just came up with DJ Sick for some reason. I'm like, I'm not a DJ though. So I just stuck with that name. So this was in 2009, actually. Oh, I'm going back and forth. But the year was 2009. I was still in middle school. Didn't know what to do with the name DJ Sick. It was just with me, and I just made my own mascot, which was a stick figure, just a poorly drawn stick figure in MS Paint. And it was, oh my goodness, it was just a bad way to. And this was my name. It was my name on Facebook, and those were some cringe-worthy times, man. I didn't join Facebook until 2010, so DJ Sick was still there in 2010. And yeah, on my Facebook page, it was my personal Facebook page. Some of you are friends with me on there, and that name was just beyond cringy. I mean, everything what I did back then was just cringy. And then when I started my secondary YouTube channel, which was now my primary YouTube channel, DJ Sick 12 at the time, I had posted some similar crap. Like from the first channel I made that I no longer have, I actually transferred that to my new channel. And everybody was like, what is this? Not everybody. I was only probably 1 or 2 people. And before there was likes and dislikes, it was actually star ratings. Yeah, so this is probably when I was watching this on my iPhone, on my dad's iPhone. Yeah, it was like star ratings. YouTube had star ratings, like 1 to 5. I had no stars. I didn't really get any star ratings, and I was just kind of left in the dark. And when I was trying to come up with ideas, this is when I was over at my grandparents' house. This is when everything was coming around. Okay, it was the summer of 2010. I'm on a new vacation, and again, I was trying to come up with ideas with my YouTube channel. I was uploading videos on my current channel that you're watching now that is no longer available because I deleted them. And it was like I was coming up with maybe I should create a gaming channel, but it was just too much noise going on because I was sharing a computer that everyone was using. So me being on the computer was for a limited time, so I may only use it for like an hour or two. So me trying to come up with ideas in a short period of time was just bad. It was bad timing. I didn't have no time to get myself together, like come up with a niche category to get myself where I want to be, or what I should stick with. And then, so so when my brother wanted to use the computer, so I had to get off, and I was just stuck watching TV or play video games. And then it was that one night, I couldn't even remember, but I just remember the night. It was just like these Adult Swim commercial bumpers where they was playing these bumpers with these little images on them, and with these and they was using these copyrighted music for their commercials or their bumpers before they go on break. And I was like, what? This, like, I've been watching this for years. I've been watching this since 2003, and I was wondering, where can I find stuff like this? And then that's when I discovered on YouTube. When I went back on YouTube, I was like, how about I type in Adult Swim? And then later I see Adult Swim bumps. I was like, okay. It was like midnight, so I went and typed in Adult Swim bumps. I'm jamming, I'm listening to it, and I was like, hey, this is really nice. And then later I stumbled across the famous so this legendary classical bump that everybody bumps to, but my best the guy that I look up to was now my best friend. He hates this, but everyone likes, and it was this Osaka bump. Yeah, and then it was the Noon bump, and then the Japan bump. I was just like, I'm jamming, and then next thing you know, I go on his channel, I subscribe to him. I'm like, yo, this is so nice. Then I see that he also created his this group called Ethereal Universe. Yeah, so we come to know that this is DJ Razzie at the time. He made this channel, this YouTube channel with him and his Exaltus. The EU Universe official channel didn't exist yet. It was just Exaltus and DJ Razzie. However, we do have there were some affiliates there. I was like, what's with all these colored letters? I was like, are all these people making music? And when you click on each one of them, yeah, they all make music. I thought, well, we had there was so many up there. We had first the main duo, like Exaltus. That's when I discovered Exaltus because of DJ Razzie. That dude put me in a trance with all those songs that he dropped. Oh my goodness, I wish he never deleted them. It was just so many out there that he published that had my mind in another world. And some of the tracks he uploaded were on the Ethereal Universe official channel, but it's only cut down to 2 minutes. And some of them that was just like these dope hip hop samples he did back then. We can no longer find them. He no longer has them, or he does have them, but he's not releasing them. I don't even know what he's going through at this moment. But anyway, those before I get further down to that, it was just like me jamming to all of Exaltus' older tunes. I'm talking about the one with him and Tevin Campbell he sampled, and it was another one with this lady named I found her Twitter. I just forgot her name. Jayanda. Yeah, he did it. It was a Jayanda sample. and that was a nice down tempo mix. I believe I still have those songs. And yeah, one of them is on Volume 5. But yeah, there was so many songs out there. He had out there, and we was joining YouTube communities. Yeah, YouTube communities exist. We had like trance playlists. We had all these people. We can add friends. This is like when YouTube was popping then, and I was like, yes. I was like, whoa, this is amazing. Yeah, and then like I said, now I stumbled across all these people with colored letters. I was like, I see. I forgot his name. I think it was just C something. It was like C-1. Then there was Negro Saki. Then we had Magic X Beats, T Beats, who is now Skies Moxley now. Then there was Reki Suki. Then we had Subliminal Influence. And then we had like freaking Chain Hearts. I wish she'd come back. I don't know what happened to her. There was a lot of them. I'm still thinking. We had Planet Question Mark. Oh my goodness. We have Unc Jita. I hope I pronounced that right. We had Easy. I never talked to him. There is oh my goodness. It was so many. There's so many out there. Like I have a whole photo just listed that's like, yeah, this is the whole group. And then I was like, yo, I want to be a part of this. Just like when we add these colored channels, like these colored letters, just like we didn't call these channels YouTube channels. We just like each letter represents their own planet. Like welcome to this man's planet, or welcome to this girl's planet. It's like welcome to Exalta's planet, welcome to Razzy's planet. That's how we say it. It's like this is our planet. Like this is our music is established. Welcome to our planet of music. And he's like, you're gonna love it here, or galaxy. And then I was like, yo, I want to be part of this. So I went. I was like, yo, I got this is so hype. I gotta be a part of this. I want to be a family too. So I wasn't nothing yet. I was still with this dumb DJ Sick name. I don't know why I still with. And I just copied it. I just went and downloaded a demo version of FL Studio 9, and I just playing around with it. It was like, okay, I'm so confident with this beat. Let's begin. And how my first beat sounded like? Beyond garbage. It was garbage. No, it was barely any sounds. I was just using those stock sounds, and the text to speech. It's like I knew what I was doing, but at the same time, I did not know how to use FL entirely. It was just like a loss. I didn't know how to sample. I didn't know how to use chord progression. I didn't know nothing about portamento. I didn't know nothing about using changing the tempos. Almost majority of my songs was stuck at one tempo. I didn't know how to change tempos. I didn't know how to change patterns or all that stuff. How to switch from plugins to plugins and mix and master, quantize, equalize, and filter. It was just like so much you have to learn as a musician, and it's like there's still more I have to learn as a musician. Like it's like you cannot be perfect at music. It's like music is like it's art. It's a work of art, and it's like endless. Music is infinite. That's how I can describe it as music as infinite. But yeah, when at the time that I was making music, I was just beyond garbage. Nothing great, and nothing. It was just. I think this is when I was in high school at the time. Yeah, I was in high school. I was sitting in my science class, and then I was thinking of an idea. I heard this is when Ethereal Universe Volume 6 dropped, and I was just like, yo, this is so amazing. I was like, this is like they're literally in another. It's like they put you literally in another world. It's like this separated me from the mainstream music. I was like, they asked me what kind of music I listen to. I just said Ethereal Universe. It's like, yeah, I was listing people who were affiliated by them and the actual members. It was like, who are all these people? And I'm just like, people you have never heard in your life. And they just carried on. They're just like, man, you gotta listen to this. I was just like, yeah, this person is garbage. I don't want to listen to nobody like this again. I was just like, I'm gonna stick to with these people, and I'm sticking with it. And I've been listening to these people for a decade now. I have not changed my music playlist, and my inspiration and influential has carried on. I was like, I gotta get better at music. If I want them to see me. I want them to know me. I want these EU people to know who I am, how much I cared about them. I mean, not care, but how much I cared about their music. I want all the people who affiliate them to know who I am. I wanted them to know that I can be like you guys too. I'm no different. You know, and then it was just like, dang. And it's like it was just so crazy. But at the same time, I was doing this stupid family-friendly computer usage. So me trying to make beats, and I just like getting to where I want to be, it was limited. So I discovered what niche I wanted to do, which was music, obviously. That's how I now got into music production, thanks to the inspiration with Ethereal Universe. Everybody, all the people that was, all the group itself, and all the people that was affiliated with them. And then that dropped me, and it's like, great, now how am I supposed to catch up with everybody? I'm like, I got this stupid family usage computer, so my time being on the computer was short and limited. And I couldn't make a beat, I couldn't perfect the song that I wanted to. Either I had to save it, or when I try to come back to it, it gets deleted. And mind you, it was a demo version of FL Studio, so I was pretty much burnt out. So I was stuck trying to, so that's why all my music back then sounded literally the same, because I had the stocks. I was trying to work as fast as I could at a limited time. I was, oh my goodness. You know, mind you, the year was still 2010, and everything was just going berserk. I was trying to say, yeah, I'm good at making music too, guys, listen to this. It was just beyond garbage. I dropped, and that's when Unexisting Planet came to existence. I was just like, yeah, 14 tracks of Beyond BS. And that was like November 5th of 2010. Then December of 2010, like I think December 10th, 2010, that's when I dropped Unexisting Planet Volume 2. Sounds exactly the same, just with probably with more sounds into it, a little bit of sounds into it. And if I play one of the songs right now, this is what it sounds like. Just beyond garbage. You don't want to listen to that. Yeah, so that's exactly what that sounds like. And so I've been practicing, and I've been trying to practice and trying to upload as many videos as I could so that people can listen to what I've made. And I can't believe I made it all the way to Volume 6 in just a year, because I think in August of 2006 I was already on Volume 6, or December of 2011 I was already on Volume 7, and then Volume 8 came in 2012. Volume 8 and 9 came in 2012. Volume 10 started in 2013. Volume 11 was 2013. No, it was 2014. And then Volume 11 was in 2014. And Volume 12 was 2018. Sheesh. And now Volume 13 dropping in 2020. It's probably sometime this month or something later. As for the 10th anniversary. I'm like, I just came a long way. And it was at that point in time where I couldn't use the computer as precise or as frequent as I was supposed to. So I was kind of like bummed out, and I lost some years with it. That is, I had it at me, and my parents ended up getting me and my brother a computer, but we still had to share, so the limitation was still with us. And I was just kind of bummed out. So I was like, I didn't really get to be part of the music journey, like do the things, like learn as much as I want to, not until like 2016 or 2015. At that time, that's when things gotten saturated on YouTube, especially for music. In 2010, it was perfect. But as soon as 2016 hit, or 2015, I meant, that's when I was too late. Everything was saturated with all these insert artists here type beats, and I was just like, oh no. I was like trying to catch up in the game. Everything was not where it wants to be. I was still stuck at 1,000 subscribers. I could have had like 10,000, and I probably had a lot of views if I had put more time with. If I had a lot of time with myself, and trying to build a studio out of it, and I could have probably be in a higher position, But yeah, it was. I'm still small at the. But however, I'm not pissed about it. Now that I have my own computer and everything is like I privatized, I can actually use it at my advantage. So then that's when in 2016 where I became part of Ethereal Universe, when Exaltus was kind of like away at the time. So Razzie came into a decision, and he said he wants me to add to the group since he saw all my all my, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, he paid attention to me, like saw all my fanatics and power, how excited I am to be seeing EU. Like, I repost all their music. I created a fan channel. I was the one responsible supporting the group while they were both absent. Like, when they couldn't drop an album for a couple of years, I was the one that was taking the role and saying they're still around, just they got too much going on on their plates. So it felt like I was already part of the group and I was doing the work for them. And when I couldn't access EU just yet, I just made a fan channel, and that's when Razzie discovered it. Was like in 2011. He was like, "Who is this and what's going on?" And I was like, "Oh, it was me. I made this channel." And it was like, "Oh, you're not mad?" But he was like, "No big, because recently somebody actually tried to steal their identity." And they subscribed to it. I was publishing for a while, but it was away. In 2016, he finally showed up. In 2014, he came back exactly. We did that little collaboration. I was stoked. Made a collaboration right after I had when I was already heartbroken from this woman I was trying to get with. Now, before I get into in detail, I forgot about the whole how I changed my name. The whole name change. You probably still say it's like, how you change your name to XtremeMusik. In 2012, that's when I changed it, because back the 2010, 2011 era was DJ Sick, and I wasn't comfortable with it, and I googled the name on Google. It was already somebody else using the name, so I quickly changed it to XtremeMusik. I see nothing available for XtremeMusik yet, so I changed that in 2012, and I carried that name to this day. And I changed the channel, and I changed the name of my channel the moment YouTube gave you the ability to do that. And yeah, so in 2014 was probably like the worst year of my life. I was heartbroken. No one seemed to care. All of this was actually explained on this upcoming song. Well, this song I actually dropped as my new rap album preview. That's actually dropping next month. And then fast forward a few months later, that's when Razzie showed up. I contacted him through Facebook. He actually gave me his phone number so I could call him. And we was talking for like an hour, talking about the origin of EU. And we started a collaboration. He started off first, and I had to wait a couple of days because I know how. I was like, what's taking him so long? I know he was good. He was like way ahead of me, so of course it was going to take him some time. He had to come with the chord progression and all that stuff. And when he finally sent it to me, I was crazy. I was like, okay, let me see what I can add to this. So I played my part. And that video still exists today, 5 years later. Now, me being part of the group was just literally 2 years later. Like I said, he saw me being so stoked about EU. He saw me, I'm just excited for it, like supporting it and promoting all their music while there was absent. So he decided to finally add me to the group. And this is when my musical skills were becoming better, but I still needed help, like my mixing and mastering. And he was critiquing me as I was progressing. So he's like, don't take it personally, man. It's like, just keep on doing it. You just keep on going for it. He said, you'll do better. You'll do better. I have faith in you. He's like, all right. He said, just don't take it personally. He was treating me like he was my teacher. And he was like, yeah, this is a D. You try it again. Okay, that's a B. That's good. I like that. I was like, I like that percussion you did. That's kind of different. I never heard something like this before. And that was, and it brought us up to this point in time. Like that was 2016. So 2 years later, I've just been dropping. I was making archive songs. I have a lot of archive songs. I like songs I've never dropped before, and like I was so angry at them. And some I was like at the point I was just getting angry at this music production. I was like, I gotta keep going. If I want to do better, I have to keep going. But so I was like, so many tracks that it was on my old laptop that I no longer have. I have it, but it no longer works. So I lost everything off of that. I lost all my songs off of that old laptop. So I started anew with this current laptop that's like 1 terabyte worth of memory, and which lead me today as of 2020. My skills have increased, but I still critique my work every single day. It doesn't matter how much people love my work. That's just how I am. Like, I am so hard on myself now. It's like every time these guys drop something, whether it's Exaltus or Razzie, who is now Traction Avenue, who is now Fahrenheit. It's like whenever they drop something, people get so excited for them, or as Ethereal Universe, people get so excited about them. But when it comes down to me, I just get angry at myself. It's like, it doesn't matter how much effort I put into this song or whatever I do, I just get so angry. It's like, it sounds like it could be better. Like, that's why I be so critiquing myself from even publishing it. Like, I don't want nobody to hear this. And that's why I've been like as of late. Like, I've been so a musical critic. I be critiquing my own work. Like, it doesn't matter how good it sounds to most of you are listeners, so I don't think it really matters. It's like, hey, I love this. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter how it sounds. It's just like the way how it's produced is like the way how you compose the sounds. And it's like all these genres I've done, most focus on my ambient mix or hip hop songs or drum and bass even. And yeah, that's what led me to today in 2020 as XtremeMusik. All this mess that's been going on to what I was doing and how I was going about it led me to today. And yeah, I'm still making music. I'm grateful. I'm still making music. I'm grateful that I have fans. I'm grateful to be part of Ethereal Universe, my dream group. And it's crazy because this guy that I always looked up to said he wants me to live with him as a brother. It's crazy because somebody you just looked up to and who you randomly found as a friend on the internet, especially on YouTube, because YouTube was an amazing community back in the day. I'm talking about 10 years ago. It was just beautiful. It was like some guy that I just found 10 years ago who, from making Adult Swim bumps. We're talking about this guy, DJ Rez. We're talking about this man who I met as a friend 10 years ago. From doing Adult Swim bumps. And, who was one of the co-founders of Ethereal Universe, the group that I looked up to, who added me onto the group, who have me updating the media for the group, who made me the one of the members and helped me manage the pages of each and every group that's possible. wants me to live with him as a brother, have me move out of my hometown that I dislike so much to live with him in his hometown so we can make music for a living. I was like, that is like the last thing you would expect from somebody you look up to. And it's like, I never thought about this. That means if I have someone that I dear and love, you know, because there was a point in time where I actually be in a relationship. But I was like, and it's going to be a point in time where me and her are going to have to separate. Because I don't know what value she may offer compared to what Razzie has to offer. Because Razzie offers like a lot of stuff. You know, he has like we went through so much together as of 4 years. I witnessed where he went through. I became a part of it. He witnessed what I was going through. It was like we were struggling. We was having these issues. When he's depressed, I cheer him up. When I was depressed, I cheered him up. This man was trying to put me on the next level. He's like, man, when I make it, you will make it too. It's like, whatever he does, if he succeeds, I automatically succeed because we're brothers. We like Ethereal Universe just like established a brotherhood. And then Exalted said, I just recently had a call with Exalted like 2 years ago. He said, when y'all make it, I'm coming with you guys. He's like, that sounds like a fair deal. I can work. I was like, you guys can move in with me. We can like live as brothers. I was like, this is amazing. This is like the amazing night I ever had. I wish the best for you guys. I was like, I gotta do something. And when EU is currently in its sleep mode, that's when I was like, okay, so what if I had to do is XtremeMusik? So I gotta do something massive. I'm gonna bring all these new people's attention. So that's when this whole rap thing came along in 2017, when I had made this stupid, cringy like rap album. I was ready to start it off, but I got used to it. And in 2018, a little messy, but start to work better. 2019, I dropped a single, and then I spent the whole year working on this album that's about to be dropped soon. I'm totally pleased with. So there you have it, everyone. That was me. That's my whole backstory of what I've been going through as a whole YouTuber through all 12 years. No, screw the first channel. This is 10 years. Since I started over, 10 freaking years. It's been 10 years, and I've got new people coming in along the way, and they're now just tuning into my journey that's still going on. And I may have to tell the story again, probably fully in depth again in the next 10 years. And thanks for you guys for tuning in along this journey with me. You know, who stood by my side, and you know, who put their trust in me, you know, in making music or remixing when no one else is around. I appreciate that, because whenever I doubt myself, you guys show me a difference. I mean, I bring a lot of power to people. It's that insane, and I thank you all for viewing this. I thank you all my subscribers. I thank all my followers and fans who buys my Bandcamp albums. That's on my Bandcamp page. I appreciate that. That means you guys love my music. Whether what genre it is, you guys rock. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for you guys. I mean, I'll probably be producing still, but not too much of it, because you guys are also my power. Not just EU, but the fans, the followers that I've created or have that follow me on this extreme route. So happy 10th anniversary to me, and I'll catch you guys next time.